Pradeep Bhandari, please respond.
Well, Navika ji, I believe the Congress party has lost all hopes for getting the support of the people of the country, and they are competing with Asim Munir and Shehbaz Sharif to fight elections in Pakistan. This is why Congress party is blatantly being anti-national. But I want to question the intent of Rahul, because he's not churlish, he's not childish, he's evil. Look at the timing. The timing is very peculiar. All party delegation is about to go to the entire globe, spreading the all India narrative that India has defeated Pakistan. There is a global consensus that India has defeated Pakistan. There is a global unanimity. Nobody except Pakistan and Turkey believe that Pakistan has done well. Here comes Rahul Gandhi, who earlier used to bat for Made in China. The Chinese stocks are falling. The Made in India stocks are going up. So who does the Pakistani and the Chinese rely on? Rahul Gandhi. A lot of people in the media were saying that, oh, the opposition is giving support, Rahul has changed. But this is the same attitude after Balakot when he was asking for proof. And now again, he's batting for the Pakistanis and the Chinese. And this is why it is not peculiar or one-off incident what Hafiz Saeed proposed and promoted and supported the Congress party. There's a famous dialogue and a famous line of James Bond that once it happens, it's happenstance, twice is coincidence, but thrice is enemy action. It is happening for the third time. Uri, Balakot, and now again Rahul is asking for proof. But I am not at all surprised, because the entire Nehru-Gandhi 20 seconds of time, Vadra family, since Nehruji's time has been supporting and helping Pakistan. I will illustrate with just 10 seconds of example. Recall when Nehruji was the Prime Minister, he had gone for a line of peace and collaboration with Pakistan, where he wanted to give Uri and Poonch in Jammu and Kashmir to Pakistan. Thank God for wise minds at that time that it did not happen, because it was for Nehruji, then Uri and Poonch would have gone towards Pakistan. This is not what I am saying. The External Affairs Minister then, Swan Singh, has said. So what Mr. Kharge is saying today, Navika ji, that our forces, it's a chutmut operation. It's the psyche of the Congress party to belittle the bravery of our forces and promote and support Pakistan. This is why Rahul Gandhi's mere fan base here is Ilan Umar, the pro-Pakistani anti-India element. So Rahul today is nothing but they should change the name from Indian National Congress to Pakistani Congress.
Well, I want to ask Faizan Kidwai. Faizan Kidwai, do you actually believe this was a chutput war? Do you think this was a war in which the Indian defense forces had the upper hand? Do you want at this point India to talk about the kind of achievements our army has got over the achievements of Pakistan? Because if you do, then you would probably be looking at the 11 air bases that have been destroyed. You would look at the 9 terror camps that have been destroyed. You would look at the radar centers that have been destroyed. You would look at the nuclear command center that has been destroyed. But why is Mr. Rahul Gandhi only interested in knowing how many jets did India lose? This, despite the DGMO and the Air Marshal both responding to these questions in a press conference.
Good evening, Navika. Good evening to you and to the fellow panelists. Navika, we all are very proud of our armed forces. And as Samajwadi Party has said, that we stand with the government in this fight against Pakistan-sponsored terrorism. And yes, India had an upper hand. But then why the ceasefire happened? We wanted India to go inside Pakistan and destroy all the terrorist places there, so that we, the people of India, our citizens, could live peacefully. But unfortunately, this happened. What happened was that Donald Trump intervened, and because of him, Narendra Modi, because Donald Trump in his speech said that I told both these countries that trade won't be possible. So maybe because of trade or because of certain industrialists whom Narendra Modi favors, because of him, maybe he agreed for a ceasefire. This really hurt all of us. And unfortunately, we were on the winning side, and there was a ceasefire which was called. And Navika, you should know there are certain individuals in Bharatiya Janata Party who have shown disrespect to the armed forces. There's one MP, Deputy Chief Minister Jagdish Devda. He says today the entire country, the country army and the soldiers bow down at the feet of PM Narendra Modi. Why isn't that person sacked? And then there's another individual, the person who has been reprimanded by the Honorable Supreme Court also. His name is Vijay Shah. he spoke nonsense about Colonel Sofia Qureshi. Why no action has been taken against these two individuals so far? So this just goes on to show that there's no respect BJP has for the armed forces. I heard a statement of Mr. Adityanath where he was talking about that India and the armed forces has benefited in the last 10 years. Mr. Adityanath, you should know that the only person who has benefited is Mr. Adani. After airport, railways, shipping ports,
God,
and
your
energy
Adani
sectors.
obsession. In the middle of a war, you have an Adani obsession. Now, you want that to be justified? I don't know. But honestly, Pradeep Bhandari, Vijay Shah has not been sacked till date. Obnoxious statements by him against Colonel Qureshi, completely unacceptable. Despite the matter going to the Supreme Court and SIT is set up, what is wrong is wrong. The whole country can see it, but the BJP can't. You can't sack him and then you try to show mirror to the opposition parties.
Absolutely, it is wrong, and the Supreme Court should take stringent action. But what happened to
What
Ram
about
Gopal
you?
Yadav?
No, what about you?
It's a sub judice matter, Navika ji. It's a sub judice matter. We are there to take action. But what are you doing for Ram Gopal Yadav? What are you doing for Mallikarjun Kharge? What are you doing for Rahul Gandhi? When are you suspending Rahul Gandhi? When are you going against Rahul Gandhi in the court? When are you going against Rahul Gandhi in the court? When are you going against Rahul Gandhi in the court? When are you going against Azam Khan in the court who called the army rapist? When are you going against Mr. Kharge who said Chutput operation? When are you going against Ram Gopal Yadav who went against Wing Commander Vyomika Singh? I am speaking for the common man on the ground who's offended how Wing Commander Vyomika Singh was insulted. I am shocked and amazed that for you Wing Commander Vyomika Singh is not a nationalist.
1 minute, gentlemen. 1 minute, gentlemen. Two wrongs do not make a right, Pradeep Bhandari. And the Supreme Court, 1 minute, sir, 1 minute. The Supreme Court has put no binding on you not to sack the minister, the deputy chief minister, whatever rank he is. He should have been history by now. Why he isn't is an explanation that you owe to the armed forces of India. So please, when you want to take a moral high ground, just remind yourself one name, Colonel Qureshi. Colonel Qureshi. हर बार अपने आप को रिमाइंड करिए कर्नल कुरैशी and you will remember that there is no moral high ground that the BJP can.
Our policy was reflected when we had Colonel Sofia Qureshi and Wing Commander respected there and leading the nation. You tell us, when are you acting against Ram Gopal Yadav?
Something you
when are you acting against Ram Gopal Yadav?
Ram Gopal Yadav made a
you are justifying what Ram Gopal Yadav said on Vyomika Singh. This is the difference, Navika ji. We are here condemning what happened to Colonel Sofia Qureshi, but he is justifying what happened to
1 minute.